YouTube? I'm back again today for another preview, and today I'm very excited to be previewing the AI Studio. So pretty much, AI Studios reached out to me on Fiverr, said, hey, we'll pay you $50 if you do a video previewing our stuff. And I said, well, absolutely, let's check it out, because I was actually really excited. So pretty much what it is they, and they have this cool video where they show it, they have these people, these real people, come up against green screens, and they read a whole boatload of stuff, and then they copy it down, and then they turn it into essentially a person that you can use. Oh, so here's Jonathan.
Hello, I am an AI human created through deep learning technology.
And you will see Jonathan a little bit later, but essentially, you get this person, you type in what you want them to say, and what background and stuff, and then they say it. And I put it to the test. I decided I was going to make a YouTube video doing a review for a game with just this technology. And I did. And it was really fun. And I'll show you part of it so you can see how it works a little bit.
Check out the new You Know All Wild from Metal. This is for 2 to 10 players, age 7+, and in You Know All Wild. This is a standalone game that takes the normal You Know, but gets rid of all the colored cards, leaving only wild.
Is that crazy? And then you can, like... Now, this guy, he sounds really good. And that's one thing I do want to mention about this, is they have lots of different voice actors. And we're going to get into the weeds, and I'll show you how you actually make one in a minute. But some of them sound better than other ones. And you're going to want to go through which ones. And I noticed that, like, one of them reading a certain paragraph sounded better than the other one reading a certain paragraph. And I thought that was kind of interesting. But then the other one might sound better with something else. And also, some of the other things that you have to do is you have to kind of learn to speak phonetically if you want it to flow more naturally. So normally I say, ahoy there, YouTube, when I introduce every video, but then I had to break it down to ahoy there, YouTube, and then you could do that. That being said, it was still really easy to do. And this guy was the best. Yeah, so he is undoubtedly, yeah, I want to go to him. I tried to zoom in really close to his face so you can see just how
only $5 or $6, it's worth picking up if you have younger kids. It won't be for everyone, and I honestly don't see my copy hitting the table too often. But if your kids or family give this one a whirl.
Like, tell me that doesn't just sound like a real person who just happens to be very unenthusiastic. Like, I was very impressed by the technology. But now let's get into how the weeds and how it actually works. Because it was actually really simple. And I was very pleasantly surprised by that. So, and I think the easiest way to do it is just to add a new frame. So we would go in here and we can let's zoom him down a little bit. Make him smaller. But we don't want that guy. Hey, he was in my video already. He was in a gun shop talking about Uno for some reason. No. Let's go with someone different. He is great at talking. But there's also, this was cool too, you could change the clothing. Like, okay, you want the white shirt with the lapel mic? I like the lapel mic, that's a nice touch. And some of them have different accents. I believe it's this guy. He has an accent that he talks in. And then what you can do is you can put in the text. You can put in text like this if you want to do like a newscast. So, and you type it over here. You can make it all red. And what they were doing, I think what a lot of people are going to do is they're going to just copy and paste kind of like, like breaking news and stuff. Because you can literally copy and paste that, put the title in, put it on YouTube, bada boom, and that's going to get views, and you can monetize that. And I think that's what a lot of people do. A lot of people also use it for promotional items. I've noticed a lot on Indiegogo products. I'll see them sometimes. But this is really nifty. You can do all sorts of stuff like that. You can just have text in here, and you can float around. You can just write the text. So, hello, and you just go over here. And I was thinking about doing the pros and the cons. Then you can resize them, and you can change colors. And it's really pretty easy to use. Like, I will say this is super user-friendly. And what kind of came to my mind was when I was a kid and I used to go to the library, the computer lab to use PowerPoint. And you would put together the PowerPoint slides. And I feel like this is the PowerPoint of the future right here. And that's what I'm trying to say here is I think this is something that if you're looking at this for younger kids, could very easily use this. And that's another thing that I want to mention here. It's really fun to just make them say like the most weird stuff. And I had a blast with that actually in the video, because I weaved together like a narrative.
Actual.
And as you can see, I was putting pictures in there and trying to intersplice them. You can also do the background as well. Now, the one thing is, it does take a while for these previews. And I don't know if that's because I'm on the basic version. It could be that you get more hard drive or something like that. Also, it's quicker if you do it on the audio.
Greg, you have been off since the war. We used to be friends, and now I just want to punch you. Now shut up before you get us both fired.
Okay, so...
On to the pros.
So, just be quiet. It's fun to play with, too. I have a feeling if you get interested in this, it's just fun to just... To I don't know. I really would love to see this in schools. And that's from my education background. Now, tons of different languages as well. The Chinese, the Japanese... and they sound really well. Actually, I was checking through the Chinese and the Japanese ones, listening to those, and they sounded actually better than the American, because with the English, because with the English you have to kind of string it together. So I was I think I checked out some of the Korean and the Japanese, and it's really cool. And the other thing is, I like this a lot. It will translate for you. So if you go to Korean, everything I just wrote will go to Korean when she does it. So, boom. And now it's... Oh, but yeah. Super cool. Anything else to tell you about it? If you're interested in it, check out the link down below. They have a preview one, so try it out before you do, because it does have a couple tricky things. It takes a while for some things. I'd like a couple more options, and hopefully they add more options in the future, where you could spin things, and potentially even have 2 people on the screen at one time. I think that would be, that it's things to shoot for. But I'm pretty sure it's a relatively new company. Hopefully they will have that in the future. Also, check out different pricing for whatever you're looking to do. But there you go. That is AI Studios. If it looks like it might be your cup of tea, be sure to check out the link down below. Tell them Buyer's Game Corner sent you if you end up trying it. And you can try it for free. You can just come in here and you can tinker with it for free. The demo. But there you go. If you enjoyed this content, please be sure to click on that subscribe button as we try to reach 10,000 subscribers. Celebrate my 10-year anniversary making YouTube content. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. Bye-bye.